Hello there. If you're a subscriber to my Substack newsletter, then you would have over the weekend or Monday got an email about the dysfunction that's happening within the National Party at the moment. How they seem to be walking back an awful lot of stuff, whether or not it's, Luxon owns a Tesla or his wife owns a Tesla, and are married families really families if you ask Chris Bishop, because he doesn't seem to think so when it comes to renting properties and Māori names on street signs. And there's just been a lot of walkbacks. And it's one of those really fascinating things for me because no matter how often I write these things in advance, the party seems to at the moment keep putting its foot in it. Like their new crime policy that they put out over the weekend, where they said very specifically they're going to make being a member of a gang something that comes into play when courts decide on punishments with judgments. And they're making a big deal about it because of what happened in Opotiki. And what happened in Opotiki is completely different from the media version of what's actually going on versus what actually happened in reality there. But the media is pushing a narrative that's being pushed by right-wing parties that are trying to make you sit there going, oh, race, bad. Ooh, we don't want that to happen. And it's really kind of disrespectful to a whole bunch of people. But that's a very different story. The interesting thing about this new policy, though, is it's already the law. It's actually in the Crimes Act that if you are a member of an organization that is part of organized crime in any way, that your punishment needs to reflect that. It's been in there for a while. The National Party have done this a couple of times where they've announced policy that's already law or it's already in action. That doesn't sound like a party that's doing its best to try and think forward or really offer an alternative to what's already in government. You wonder why parties like ACT and the Greens are actually doing better this election than a lot of people thought they would. It's because they're offering something unique, they're offering something different, but they're also consistent in their approach, whether you agree with their approach or not. They're consistent. We're not getting that at the moment from the National Party. We're kind of not getting that even from the Labour Party. So our smaller parties that are in Parliament who already have that voice and that platform, they're cashing in on that. And it's going to end up coming back and biting our main parties in the arse. But that's on them. If they came up with something original and something that actually had vision for the country, then perhaps people would start paying a bit more attention to them with, just over 100 days until the election.